There's sometimes hesitation about letting the menu do more. It can feel like you're giving up control or giving up a conversation that's always been a part of hospitality. But if you've worked the floor long enough, you can already see the truth. Guests are already filtering menus. They're just doing it poorly. Without help, guests filter menus by just simply skimming them or asking more questions. Sometimes they just avoid items altogether. And worse, sometimes they just guess. You watch them scan, hesitate, quietly ask a question, or not at all. And we've all seen how that shakes out. Guests end up less satisfied or upset because they didn't get what they wanted. All this because they chose to say things like, "I'll just play it safe. Maybe I shouldn't risk it. I'll just get this again. I know it works. I'll just get the salad." That's filtering. It's just happening under uncertainty instead of confidence. When guests self-limit like this, checks get smaller, variety disappears, and confidence drops. And no one flags it as a problem. It's just something we're all used to. And it shows up later as, "That item doesn't sell much," or "People just don't order many of those." When the real issue isn't the dish, it's just trust. At some point, we realize something simple. Guests are already filtering. So instead of asking staff to help them filter better, we asked, why isn't the menu doing this? Filtering doesn't remove choice, it removes uncertainty. When the menu understands what's in each dish, what can be removed, allergens, and what guests' preferences are, guests aren't being limited, they're being guided. They can see what works for them and what doesn't, what can be adjusted before they ever have to ask. For guests, this feels like relief. They feel understood, confident, in control. They don't have to guess. They don't have to ask uncomfortable questions. And they don't have to worry about getting it wrong. They can focus on enjoying the experience instead of managing risk. And by the way, the staff gets to focus on the experience more too. That's not less choice, that's a safer one. When filtering happens early, there are fewer allergen questions, fewer modifications, and fewer tableside debates. Servers stop translating menus and start taking orders. The menu absorbs the work before it reaches the people. During a rush, filtering menus matters more, not less. That's when interruptions multiply, memory is stretched, and mistakes are even more costly. Letting the menu handle filtering reduces risk when the cost of risk is at its highest. That menu app doesn't remove hospitality. Servers still suggest, they still guide, they still read the table. The difference is that conversations start from clarity instead of confusion. Filtering doesn't replace the human moment, it protects it. We didn't let the menu filter for guests to be clever. We did it because the filtering was already happening, just inefficiently. When menus filter well, people don't have to. And that's when decisions stop feeling stressful and start feeling a little more natural.